Coming to hear about a problem and think, too bad, but that won't happen here, or that probably won't affect me.
But the fastest growing trend in computer viruses has hit Omaha, and it's more widespread than a lot of what we've seen in the past.
Here to compute this, Thor Schrock from Schrock Innovations.
Hi,
Good
Thor.
to see you,
Thanks for having me,
I want
guys.
to ask you, what is the nastiest virus you've seen out there in this area?
Well, define nasty. Like there's nasty like wipe your hard drive nasty. There's nasty. You know, you can recover deleted files though, and there's nasty like hard to get rid of it nasty, and then there's nasty. Then that's what we're seeing in Omaha right now.
What's nasty?
Nasty is when we get a virus inside your computer and it encrypts everything in your computer. All of your documents, your pictures, your photos, they all become encrypted, and you can't open them. And it not only but hey, I have a backup, right? No big deal. Nope, it encrypts your backups. If you plug a flash drive in, it'll encrypt that. If you have a network, it'll go across your network to your wife's computer or your kids' computers and encrypt those.
So if you think about it as a system, it infects the core, and then anything that core has touched is also affected.
And we've seen like sheriff's departments get hit by this. We've seen the most recent high-profile case. Like, okay, nobody knew boo about this, but a few weeks ago, like there was an alert from the Department of Homeland Security about ransomware because the DC Metro hospital system got hit, and their entire Washington, D.C. hospital system is down for a week.
That's a nightmare.
Right,
Well, you think
that
about
would be
HIPAA
terrible.
and all
Yeah,
how
that's terrible.
hard the links we go to try to keep that information safe. But you're saying it doesn't just happen in Washington, D.C. Ransomware is an issue in Omaha. We should be concerned about it
We're
here.
seeing it more and more on our bench. It's the fastest growing trend in malware because, in this case, crime pays. So your stuff gets encrypted, all of your pictures, all of your videos, everything you've ever done on your computer that you have saved, all your backups. Hey, you have Carbonite? Guess what? Doesn't matter. It encrypted all your files, and then Carbonite backed up the encrypted files over the top of the good ones. So it just doesn't matter. So do you want that back? Well, yes. Then the ransom is going to be $600-700.
And there's no guarantee that if you give them that money, that then they give you your stuff back healthy and normal.
These are criminals. It's all done through the dark net using Bitcoin. There's no way to trace the funds. There's, the FBI tried to help a sheriff's department, and they said, yeah, we hit Bitcoin, and after that, it just fragmented everywhere. We couldn't trace it.
So there's no hope.
How do
really
you get this ransomware? Are you going to are they baiting you to go to a website? Are you clicking something on an email? How do you get it?
Cool thing about the virus is it's really simple to avoid. There's only two ways you get it, just two. Number one, you get tricked. So if you get an email from Mike, Mary, if you get an email from Mike that says, you will not believe what Justin Bieber did this week, you cannot believe what he took off on camera.
He sends me emails like that all the time.
OMG, it is off the hook.
I am opening that email.
Yeah, if you get that and there's a link, and Mike did not send you that email.
No, it was a criminal.
Now, if you get an email from Mike that says, hey, there's an Italian festival going on this weekend, and it's all you can eat, you want to come with? You could click that link to the Italian festival.
So
that's coming from Mike. Use your common sense, okay?
That's one way.
That's
you
one
said
way.
there were two?
Because I can masquerade as Mike. You could masquerade as Mike. Customers, if you get an email from me with if you get an email from me saying, hey, we have a big sale going on next week, over at the shop, that's something you want to click on. If you get an email from me that says, hey, this cat video is really funny,
You're not sending
we're
cat
not going to send cat
videos.
videos.
Sure.
So it's not even opening the emails. It used to be, I don't open those, or it doesn't even matter.
You didn't click on an attachment.
Don't click on the links, and don't open the attachments like crazypicture.jpg.exe. Don't open those. Those will get infected. The second way is, to beat a dead horse, outdated third-party software. So you go to a website that's established. This happened to Fox News a while back, the foxnews.com website. You'd go to Fox News to get whatever news information you were looking for, and a company masquerading as Pfizer, for example, would buy an ad. And they'd say, we're Pfizer, we're selling Viagra, here's a Viagra ad for your website. Fox News is thrilled, they get a huge ad revenue off of it. On the weekend, the network administrator goes home on Friday, and on Friday night, that ad switches. And it switches over to an infection ad. And then everybody that goes to the Fox News site gets infected, not by the Fox News site, but by the ad.
But you think it's legit if you're a user, because you're on a trusted site and you see a logo or an ad that looks like it's legitimate. So you would have no reason to be concerned.
And these advertisements exploit outdated versions of Java and Flash and Adobe Reader, things like that. So if you keep that stuff up to date, You can use a program like Secure Updater. It makes life really, really
well,
easy.
Well, because that program, Thor, instead of going, explain how it works, because you're not going like a la carte to all of these other programs and trying to make sure all of those user agreements are current.
Right.
It does everything for you just through the one service.
Well, what you described is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to just every day check every program on your computer and make sure it's current, or at least rely on those programs to send you an update. But I bet right now, if the viewers looking at the TV looked at their computers and checked down those little icons by the clock, there's probably a little orange one that says an update for Java is available. Click it. And no one even knew it was there, so of course you didn't do the update. Secure Updater silently and automatically updates almost 40 programs on your computer, 40 different common third-party programs, everything from Evernote to Java to Flash, you know, all this stuff that we all use every day. It's on your computer, and it's a free trial. You can get it at secureupdater.com, but it'll get you up to date. But that's the second way. If you don't keep that third-party software up to date, you're going to get infected. If you don't use common sense in these emails, there are some that even, there's a tricky one going around, the virus that knows where you live. Sends you an email saying, hey, you have an invoice, and it uses a real company. So you might get an email that says you have an invoice for $1,942 at Schrock Innovations. We've sent you this invoice to the address below. Insert your home address. Oh, wow, that's serious.
Does it make a difference if you open it on basically a desktop, or whether it's on a mobile device like a...
Absolutely, yeah, because most of these viruses are designed to infect computers, whether they're Macs or PCs. None of them can infect mobile devices. So if you open the email on your tablet, you know, you can get it. But the point is, you're going to see emails that are very, very convincing. And when those come through, even I look at some of them and say, wow, I wonder if that's real. And you know, the bottom line is, don't click and link in an email unless you're absolutely certain.
You know, you hate to be so skeptical, but in this day and age, you can't afford not to.
Absolutely.
And then you just do what you can to protect those files from getting infected with something like Secure Updater. We just showed you information that's for one of the locations for Schrock Innovations, but they can also answer some of those questions about that service through the website. Thank you, Thor.
Check out our Facebook page if you have a membership on a dating website.
Really?
Guess what?
Another risk?
Yeah, guess what? Yep, you got your data stolen.
Night.
All right, thanks, Thor.
Have a good one.
Monday
Monday Night
Thor,
Raw
for
is
nothing.
done.